おす、まずさん。ちょっと待っててね。今ツイートするから。疲れた、マジで。よし。メインツイートもらった。いやー、3日連続、ゲーセンに行ってしまった。俺は総長だけに会いたかったんですけど、俺が行った時にはもうすでに帰っちゃってたみたいで、特に誰とも喋らず、そのまま帰ってきましたね、俺は。また後で。あれどこまでやったっけ？もうクリアしたんだよな。シネマティックミッション。いや、俺ら夕飯食べてて、その、GGGP が8時くらいだったかなに終わって、8時半から10時過ぎくらいまで夕飯食べて、そっからほぼゲーセン着いたのが11時前だったんで、
Thornbridge Manor.
なんか、あれだったんですよ。その頃にはもう早朝帰っちゃってて、まあ、しゃあないかっていう。
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator
まあ、
hired
マー
by
スさん
Madame
も
Carlyle this
ま
morning.
た来てくれよ。
I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor.
私立
If
探
you
偵
take
の
his
後をつ
place,
ける。
it may be an opportunity to get close to Madame Carlyle.
あれ済ませなくね？どっから入れるのかな？殺せということですか、これは。でも無理じゃね？これ殺したらさ、確実にあれよな。あっちで当たれんのか。いや、当たれないっすね。どこ地図？ああ、そういうことか。一個だけやん。
Do I know you? Hey, stop that right now. Hey, stop.
You will not knock anyone else out. You hear me, mister?
Hey, you! Get your hands in.
Double tap, go!
Put one in him.
Thorn.
This is a private area, sir.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle.
Please wait.
I did. Guy, huh? Knocking innocent people out? Shame on you!
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Thornbridge Manor.
This is a private area, sir.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle.
Please wait. Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
What?
Not pursuing a career in sports, are you?
Hey, calm down. What is wrong? Find some place safe! Now! Why the hell would you do that? You die! I shot him! Jesus!
This is a private area, sir.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle.
Please wait. Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
まあ結構長いんじゃないですか。あんまストーリー見てないけど。9月の下旬に空の奇跡の2が出るから、それまでには終わらせたいんですよね。怪しまれている。これは殺した方がいいかな。ちょっと悪いけど、眠っててくれ。そう、それの元ネタ。あれもう1年前とかか。早いな。でも1年しか経ってないのか。なんかもっと前だ。気がしたけど。回し回ってるよな、あいつ。だよな、あいつ。どうしよう。裏からか。マーズさん今日ガンダムやってないの？
Glad I wasn't in when Madame Carlyle showed up this morning. Oh, my heart would have jumped right out of my head.
Still quite shocked, coming back from the grave.
And her funeral tomorrow is still going ahead, even though she's still alive. Guests, coffin, priest and all. She never was a
獣耳みたい。そんなのあったっけ？あれかな。年末やってたやつかな。あれはなんか面白くなくて途中でやめちゃったっすね。
Mary is so upset that she's never seen a dead body before. Alexa back from the dead, a make
結構怪しまれてんな。
all too much.
Don't worry, I'm sure everything will settle down soon.
じゃあ好きそうな主人公のやつ。なんだっけそれ。やべえ、記憶が。割とすぐやめちゃうからな、ゲーム。面白くなかったら。そういったギャルゲー？てかめっちゃ怪しまれてない？なんで？朝素材。
Freaking me out. Stop that.
どうしようかね。いる？いるか。
Bad news, I'm afraid.
ユニコーンの角だ。レンガ。これは不法侵入？セキュリティだけど不法侵入なの？
Set by example rather than by words and meaningless gestures. Like hugs, encouragement, spontaneous caress, what a difference that would have made. Right. I clearly remember when I was 5. I climbed a tree and could not move. My way down. I was scared and pulled up the house. Oh, and when he saw me, he climbed the tree.
Wow.
And right in front of me, the greenhouse.
Stand up, please.
Indeed.
Maybe I should ask her out. Know her in a personal way.
Right. Rosie told me Rebecca has a really cool saying, though. It takes a
You strike me
damn
as
fine man to
independent
replace
and
no
self-sufficient,
man at all.
taking a break
You've
where
got
the
to
family
watch out
might
for
see
you
you.
if you do try.
Perhaps you are also perceptive. Tell me the first odd thing that comes to mind when you think of the last 24 hours.
Let me think.
First thing, nothing.
Okay. Well, I'm sure I left 20 quid in my locker, but when I came in this morning, it was only a fiver.
No, not perceptive at all.
Huh.
Hmm?
Give a hoot. Don't pollute.
Muddy prints from high heels.
Okay.
Expensive. Size 6.
If you're dressed like a Detective 47, you might as well act the detective. I suggest you go talk to the butler.
Let me think.
First thing, nothing.
Okay. Well, I'm sure I left 20 quid in my locker, but when I came in this morning, it was only a fiver.
No, not perceptive at all.
If you're dressed like a Detective 47, you might as well act the detective. I suggest you go talk to the butler.
How about you show some respect? That's
Wait. Okay. No! Help me, please! Hey! You better get your head out of your ass double
Friend,
quick.
that looks pretty cold.
Look, you have to help. There's somebody hurt over there. Okay, step back. I'll go and check.
Come in. Anybody there? Come in. Maybe we got a troublemaker out there. Oh, crap! Please don't!
Hey! Don't go around sucker punching people like that.
Hey, you! There's trouble! Someone just nailed this person like wham!
Description?
I didn't get a good look. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I'm on it.
Oh no! Do you need help?
Lucky that person is still breathing. I'm gonna take you to...
Someone just help me!
Visual on Tango. Damn, we lost track of the bastard. Command, how do you read me? Over.
Hello? I think something bad is happening. Someone's firing a gun.
Connect! Are you okay? Are you... Oh no!
Oh! Hey! I need some backup over here to watch my six! Leave the area! Leave the area! Go! Go!
Gotcha, gotcha.
Holy shit!
Broken lab equipment. It looks like it was recently used, though.
お、農家さんを今ちょっと集中してて気づくの遅れ出す。 もう今めっちゃ見つかってんすよね。やべえこれ。まあ外の警備はあらかたやったかな。
Someone please, help!
いやいるわ。どこだ。あ、いるねあそこ。
Oh, I hope I don't take much more of this. If they find
うわ
out.
よしよしよし。やべえよこれ。収集つかなくなってるよ。
Stretching?
You need to clear this area. Move towards the gate.
Okay, just okay.
Hey, Otto!
全員殺すしかなくなっちゃったよ。
Oh God! Oh no!
あれ
Please
どこ
help
ユニ
me!
コーンの角は。やるしかないって。
I doubt that's true, though. No, he was. Holy shit.
くせば。
Hey, we need some backup over here. Come in, command. This stinks. I think we got a mass murderer on our hands.
'What was that?
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I'm not dead. God, what happened to you? Oh, God. Oh no.
ひどい惨劇やった。
Hey, you there? You okay? You should get up now. You okay? Yeah, we got a casualty here. Proceeding with caution. Over.
殺すべきか。
Shit.
ないと思いますよ。基本。俺の配信。まずいっぴー。どうしよう。あ、まずい。くそ。殺すしかない。収集つかなくなっちゃったっすよ。これどうしよう。殺すことでしか解決できなくなってる。私立探偵にはもうなれんだよな。でも捜索中だから、誰かいいんだよな。俺はこれはまあ、ええか。いや、総長はちょっと会いたかったっすね。絶対いい人だろうから。悔しい。お、野球ボールゲット。また探偵に戻るか。捜索中なんだよな、でも。まずいかな。まあ入れるでしょう。結構、ああいうの見るの好きってことは PDF とかも来るんですかね、もしかしたら。ディナーベルを鳴らす。羊は上？怪しまれたね、違う。バッテリー、あ、ドライバー最強の武器なので。かな、結構怪しまれてる可能性あるんだよな。大丈夫。セーブしとくか。
Can I do anything for you?
Yes, actually, could you speed up?
Mr. Fernsby, I'm ready to see the crime scene. Very well, Mr. Whitmer. If you'll follow me, sir. I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all.
なんか、好きそうじゃないですか。
If they seem affected by the rules unusual
結構試合見るの好きそうっすもんね。ああいうのに来たってことは。
I trust I do not need to remind you.
あとはなんか、集まるきっかけとか。
If word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive. I'll consider her dead when I leave.
欲しそうな雰囲気が。
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his...
ごめん。失礼。こっち？
Never mind. Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked. In his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you. You come and see me when you've finished your
Hey, yo.
investigation.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
すげえ部屋だな。ベッドなくね？これ
Why
か。
don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
あ、遺体がいいんだ。
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You
ユ
do
うスケ
know
さん
your
は
poisons,
囲まれてた
47.
らしい。いや、俺の一番の武器はドライバーなんだよな、これ。
You've likely not exhausted the room for clues, 47.
手がかり？うわ、こいつ落としてマジで。
Sir?
お客様。何？こいつ落として。やべ、マジ落としたい、これ。まあ、しょうがない。我慢。お、なんかある。
Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Hey, how are you?
はい。
Yes, actually. Could you speed up time so I don't...
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
That means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here is the material that I've prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
So how does one solve a murder mystery,
何これ。
47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe.
手が、いや
May
ー、
I
なんか
suggest
探偵に
you
なる
ask
のか
the
よ、今度
suspects for
は。めんどく
alibis?
せえな。
Or perhaps do you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
殺す系じゃないんかい。どうしましょうね。なんで探偵なんだ？
That is the door to Rebecca's room.
記者を尋問ってね。記者を尋問
Gregory, don't you want Zachary?
Must admit, he's pretty good.
What if he believes we had something to do with Zachary's death?
Please.
He's circling us. I don't see him snooping around your sister.
こいつら。
Lexa said something.
If I could be bothered, I'd be worried about your mental health, Emma. Sorry, I'm having too much fun doing this office.
あいつらを尋問するやんか。
She could have gone far.
Do I tell her off?
You can't. That is Alexa Carlyle, unofficial leader of the Provenance Partners and last one to be alive.
レッドレインだ。なんかさ、まずいな、これは。終わった。ちょっと待って、これ下に降りれないんですが、どうしよう。どうやって降りるんだろう。広すぎだろう、これ家。あったあった。あいつらを尋問するんだろう。ということは。
All right there.
君たち。
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Anything else you want to know?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. How do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Is that all?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I.
パンチパワーや。
I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see.
Right, we've waited long
Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner.
Some
You
I
know,
will answer
I
now.
think he
The
might be
rest
in
will
some
have to
sort of
wait.
trouble.
First,
Edward wanted to go as well,
Zachary's
but
sudden
Gregory
death is a
convinced him
great
to stay for a
tragedy,
few drinks
but
before they went
also
off for a
a
pint at the local at a
inconvenience,
quarter
as
to
it
9.
happened just now.
I
I'm
swear
dealing with the
Gregory
situation
enjoys
in a
Edward's discomfort
discreet
over
and
staying
efficient
here.
way,
I
and
had
I
a
expect
conference
your
call with my New York
cooperation in
office at
all
9,
related matters.
so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my
The
room
arranged funeral event
and
tomorrow
went straight to bed
will take
afterwards.
place
I don't know
as
about
planned.
Emma.
No one can
She did
know
act
that
a
I
bit
am
strange.
still alive. I expect you all to act
You know,
your
I
part.
bet she was making
Plus,
lists for changes
you
needing to
know,
be done once
I
she
have
gets
not
her
had
hands
Sure,
on
so
Tunbridge Manor.
focus on sorting everything
Quite
out,
the
so
shock she had when Mother
please
arrived during
do not
breakfast.
disturb
Is
me
there
with
anything
your
else you want
petty
to ask
concerns.
me?
Tell me about Zachary.
You are all adults,
Did he
and
act
as
strange
part of the
last
elite,
night?
You know, now you mention it, he was
You
a
lose-
lot
you
more
lose
terrific
sight,
in
it's-
situations like
字
this.
幕が入り
He
込んで
wanted
く
to
る。
know about my connections in the
late for most
publishing
of you,
business.
but this is a chance for you to
こい
show
つ
what
う
you
せえ
are
な。
capable
His writing
of. That will be all.
which strikes me as very...
Over there, go.
Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do... You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book.
Yeah,
Which strikes me as very peculiar.
Well,
I didn't
yes.
think he had any friends.
What
Is there
next?
anything else you want to ask me?
Old bag's got style.
Anything else you feel like
Show what
mentioning?
you're made of.
ちゃあうるさい君。
But I saw Mr. Fernsby.
This is your chance.
Leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he
finish that
saw me in the
eulogy.
hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake. In need of another drink, are we, Mother?
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can do to help?
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning. Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy. And Mother will surely have strong opinion on it. It's... I can't breathe. Excuse me. Yes, due diligence.
You're not gossiping, Ethel.
No, Mr. Fernsby.
Good.
It's just that dreadful woman, Emma. She's threatened half the staff that things will be... Shit.
Stupid
No!
videos.
Someone, please! Help me!
I deserve romance.
On top of... Hey! Hey, you!
Hey!
Zach.
What have you done? What is wrong?
やっちまった。
I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Looking good, looking good.
ババアを殺せばいいのか。
I should let you get back to.
Yeah, same.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
Who am I kidding? Sorry, but I think I... Right.
Did you talk to Mother?
I haven't had the pleasure of.
She just clams up when I try to get an explanation. Not even an apology. I mean, believing our mother dead is not exactly how I'd like to spend the week, and then she shows up like that. I nearly shat myself. I mean, she really topped her usual icy self this time.
Well, I don't know why you're so upset.
Do you realize how much I've had to deal with because of her sudden death? No, of course you don't. Never done an honest day's work in your life.
Obviously, it's all a major cock-up. The first I've ever seen from our perfect love. Finally, something amusing happens in this god-awful bore of a family. Why not lean back and enjoy the spectacle?
Hi.
It's all gone. Ron and I have been crazy about the ship. What the fuck do I say to Congress?
Excuse me, sir. There's a limited access to this area at the moment, so I can't let you through.
I suppose you'll need a new name for your afterlife. How about Rosamund Bridge? Or Belinda Rain? I like that last one. It's the day of the rain.
John Yates, Alexa Carlyle here. You need to explain yourself. I demand that you return my call ASAP. Sending a junior attorney is gross negligence of your responsibilities and will have consequences for your company and you personally as well. I will.
That's Madame Carlyle taken care of. Time to get the file on Arthur Edwards.
今日はちょろっと行ったっすけど、早めに帰ってきたっすね。さすがに疲れた。まあちょろっといろんな人と会って、たこ焼きくんと1号ランダムやって、今日は帰宅っす。とりあえず、マダムは死亡。調査ファイルさっきなんか外にいたんだよな。明るい。
Oh, by the way, I told Kate about those texts.
What did she say?
Well, I thought she'd be mad at me, but she just thanked me. Said she understood the position I was in. Did everything.
調査ファイルどこにいんだよ。
Talk about it after.
Oh, what did I tell you? She's a sensible woman. And that stuff from your ex was like manipulation 101.
I know. I guess I thought she was gonna read into them and freak out. Say I must have done something to provoke her.
Shit, man. Caroline really did a number on you.
調査ファイルって何？どこにあんの？これ屋敷全員やっちゃった方がいいか、これ。もしかして。何で？葉巻入れ。どうしよっかね、これ。調査ファイルっていうのがどこにあるんだ？全員殺した方が早いか、これ、もしかして。
Sir. Sorry, sir, not coming through here. Move away right now, thanks.
ボディーガードになった方がいいのかね、これが。どうやってなろうか。
Greetings, sir.
1号ランダムゲドラフおもろいんですよ、これ。結構癖になるんですよね、これが。いや、これはもうおびき寄せるしかないね。 ガンダムとかマジで好きなんだよな。関連したんじゃないかあれ。
Interesting.
うら。よっしゃい。森がらやっちゃうよ。通れっかね。どうですか？
Hello, sir.
通れる。怪しまれてますね。どうしようこれ。怪しまれてんな。くそ怪しまれてる。どうすっかなこれ。コインだな。いやでもコインもうないからな、あんまり。今安いのね、これ。いや、今日いなかったっす。しゃあ。
So swollen, it didn't even look like Zachary.
I've never seen a dead body before.
It must have been awful. Do you think it was a suicide?
今日昨日より人多かったんだよな。マジほぼゲームできなかったっす。おお、びっくりした。やばい、被害者が続々と発見。どうするこれ。この部屋にはそんな配信してたんですか？いいっすね。ここ入れられるな。こいつがね、どうも。
What was that? Hello? And who? Don't do it!
ねえ、マジで今。ガチで危なかったな、これ。そのスイッチって何なんだこれ。
I wouldn't be waving that thing around here.
何階建てなんだよ、この家。あ、なんかいる。
Gotta dig this place. Ancestral graveyard, trophy room, and the office safe is hidden behind a portrait with a secret mechanism for uncovering it. It's got real soul.
First on here?
Yep.
Yeah, it's impressive, all right.
A safe in Madame Carlyle's office. I bet that's where she keeps the file on Arthur Edwards.
引っ越したか。
Greetings, sir.
あいつ落としてもいいな。鍵は落とした？鍵落とせよ。鍵ねえのか。なんだよ。
You.
どうやって鍵探すんだ？ 閉まれてんな。どうにゃんだ、鍵。ちょっと待って。今回の次にやってしまうか。
Oh no! Hello, this is Cassandra Cox, Edward's ex-wife. I don't know what's going on at your house, but Edward is losing it again. He seems to believe that Alexa has come back from the dead, and that he has to write the eulogy for some make-believe funeral event. I still have the restraining order on him, so whoever gets this message now that Alexa is dead better get him under control. Otherwise, I see no other way than to get the police involved.
How are you, sir? Delta 6 moving in on possible enemy target. Over.
This all confirms that Arthur Edwards stole everything from Madame Carlyle. Perhaps you should let her know how bad it is, 47. I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
わかんねえ、どうだ。
Hey, Rebecca, do you see this about old Wumpy? He used to fancy you, didn't he? Maybe you can get an exclusive for one of your papers.
I saw. I don't think my readers care much about pictures of his bits. Hard work, ambition. You should try it instead of just wasting your privilege. You just sit around doing nothing.
And how is that not using my privilege for good?
Might have to keep an eye on you.
I'm not letting
Hey,
you
so-
put a pin in it.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, don't!
Hey, you! What?
No, no!
hey, bro.